players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world.
I have great respect for Fee, and I think she made a lot of very valid points.
We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, the WNBA has the worst leadership in its history. And it's not just a minor problem, this is a crisis that has shaken the league to its core. Caitlin Clark, one of the league's brightest stars, has finally spoken out about Commissioner Kathy Engelbert's devastating remarks, and what she revealed could end Engelbert's career in an instant. The reactions have been massive. Fans, players, media figures, everyone is demanding justice. But before we dive into exactly what happened, let's rewind and see how this storm began. Just days ago, Napheesa Collier, a respected star and leader in the league, dropped a bombshell in her exit interview. She revealed a private conversation she had with Commissioner Engelbert, one that left the entire WNBA reeling. In that conversation, Engelbert allegedly told Collier that Caitlin Clark should be grateful to the league. She reportedly said, "Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything." But that wasn't all. Collier revealed Engelbert went even further, implying that players should be on their knees, thanking her personally for what she has done for them. Players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the meteorite steal that I got them, Engelbert allegedly said. Can you imagine that? The very top of the league demanding public gratitude while completely ignoring the players' contributions. This revelation exploded online. The internet went wild. Fans, coaches, and analysts were shocked, not just because of the words themselves, but because they exposed a pattern of arrogance that has long gone unchecked in the WNBA. Social media was ablaze with calls for accountability. Major journalists like Christine Brennan, Stephen Smith, and Dave Portnoy all weighed in, defending Caitlin and demanding serious consequences for Engelbert. Even the league itself was forced to make a statement. They said Napheesa Collier is an outstanding leader and officer of this union. When Fee speaks, people listen. We are confident that her words today speak to the feelings and experiences of many, if not most, of our members. The leaders of the league and its teams would benefit from listening to her powerful statement. Yet, amidst all this chaos, one person stayed silent. Caitlin Clark. Her silence was deafening. But fans knew it wasn't because she didn't care. No, Clark has always been strategic. She waits for the right moment, calculated, precise, and impactful. And that moment finally came. Before we get to Clark's response, let's examine Engelbert's. Her reaction to Collier's revelations was brief and almost cold. Engelbert said she respected Collier and the players but was disheartened by how their private conversation was characterized. That was it. Nothing more. No apology. No acknowledgement of the league-wide outrage. Just a minimal, detached response. And that response unintentionally confirmed the truth of Collier's claims. The internet exploded all over again. People were outraged not only by what Engelbert had allegedly said, but by her lack of accountability. Then Caitlin Clark's exit interview, following her team's elimination from the semifinals. Clark had been absent for weeks due to injury, and the timing of her response was perfect. First, she addressed her injury, revealing that an ankle issue had kept her sidelined. Fans finally got clarity on the specifics, and it set the stage for the heavier topics. Clark then acknowledged Collier's revelations, saying, "I have great respect for Fee, and I think she made a lot of very valid points." It was a measured response, but one that struck at the heart of the controversy. She emphasized that the league needs strong leadership and that right now, leadership at the top is failing the players. She carefully credited Collier without directly attacking Engelbert. But her words were sharp enough to leave no doubt. Serious changes are necessary. Next came the topic that everyone had been debating for weeks: Clark's money. Was she successful because of the WNBA, or was the league benefiting from her unprecedented popularity? Clark's answer was fascinating. She explained that college NIL deals now provide massive opportunities, sometimes even surpassing what she earned early in her career. But she also highlighted that her rise coincided with the WNBA's growing platform, creating a mutual benefit. Her words painted a clear picture. Clark's star power is driving the league's success. And any claim that she owes the league everything is not only false, it's insulting. To put it in perspective, the numbers speak for themselves. Last year, the highest-rated WNBA playoff game drew 2.5 million viewers. Clark's second playoff game of the previous year peaked at 3.4 million. This season, without her participation, ratings struggle to hit 1 or 1.5 million. Clearly, Clark is not just a player, she is the economic engine of the league. And Engelbert's dismissive claim that Clark should be grateful feels even more arrogant when these facts are laid bare. But here's the kicker. Clark had never even heard Engelbert's alleged remarks until Collier revealed them. Engelbert never contacted her personally. No apology, no clarification, nothing. That's the kind of leadership the WNBA is facing. One of its biggest stars is disrespected, ignored, and yet expected to maintain gratitude for her own success. Clark's composed response contrasted sharply with Engelbert's lack of accountability, highlighting exactly why the commissioner is in crisis. Looking back, this pattern isn't new. Clark has experienced subtle slights and cold treatment from Engelbert in prior moments, including rookie award ceremonies where she received little recognition. Each incident alone might have seemed minor, but together they reveal a consistent bias. Fans now understand that Engelbert's issues with Clark are personal, and the implications for league credibility are enormous. The stakes are higher than ever. Women's basketball is in the spotlight. Viewership is growing. Fans are engaged. But leadership that fails to recognize the league's biggest stars threatens all of that progress. Clark's rise is intertwined with the WNBA's success. The league cannot afford to continue down this path. Public sentiment is clear. Fans want Engelbert gone. Analysts, players, and journalists are united in this demand. The league's reputation is on the line, and accountability has never been more urgent. Caitlin Clark's measured but firm stance demonstrates something bigger, a call for change. Leadership is not just about titles, it's about respect, vision, and responsibility. Engelbert's failure in these areas is not theoretical. It's a real, tangible threat to the league's growth. Clark and Collier have shined a light on problems that cannot be ignored any longer. The WNBA has the talent, the fans, and the opportunity to reach unprecedented heights, but only if it addresses the toxicity at the top. As viewers, it's easy to see why this moment is historic. The league's biggest star publicly acknowledging the failures of its commissioner, combined with media and fan outrage, has created a tipping point. The WNBA's future hangs in the balance. This isn't just a story about one player or one commissioner. It's about accountability, respect, and the very integrity of the sport. So, what comes next? Will Engelbert step down, or will the league try to weather the storm and risk further damage? Can leadership evolve to match the talent and passion of its players, or will arrogance continue to hold the league back? Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier have set the stage. The spotlight is on Engelbert, and the world is watching. One thing is certain. The WNBA has never faced a moment like this before, and the outcome will shape the league for years to come. The lesson is clear. You can have the best players, the best fans, and the most exciting game in the world, but if leadership is blind, arrogant, or tone-deaf, all of it is at risk. Caitlin Clark's courage to speak, coupled with Collier's bravery, has exposed a fault line that cannot be ignored. Leadership matters. Accountability matters. And the WNBA's next chapter depends on whether the league rises to meet this historic moment or fails under poor management. Think about it. Every fan scrolling through social media, every analyst writing columns, every player watching this unfold, they are all witnessing the same truth. The league's future is in flux, and the tipping point has arrived. Caitlin Clark isn't just a star athlete, she's a symbol of what the WNBA can achieve when players are respected, heard, and valued. Engelbert's missteps have made that abundantly clear. And now the question remains, will the league take action, or will history judge this as the moment it lost its way? For the fans, the players, and the sport itself, the answer matters. Big decisions are coming. Clark's voice has been heard. Collier's bravery has been recognized. And the world is watching, ready to demand accountability. Leadership will be tested, reputations will be on the line, and the WNBA's future will be shaped by how this controversy is resolved. One thing is certain. The league can no longer afford to ignore its brightest stars. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world. And if change doesn't happen fast, this historic moment could become the league's biggest missed opportunity. The question now is simple. Will the WNBA rise to the occasion, or will it falter under leadership that has already lost the trust of its players and fans? History is watching,